everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a weekly lunch idea video for you where I show you what I packed my daughter Belle and a couple lunches for the older kids for the week of Monday to Friday. Now first off, for Monday I did a homemade Lunchable, kind of my own version, so if you want to see how I put this all together, then just keep watching. So first off, I'm starting with these pepperoni sticks. They're awesome. They come from Costco. They were like $3 or $4 off last time, so I repurchased these. They were something I had bought before. They're nice. They don't have to be refrigerated. They're like a European style pepperoni stick. So I just split the package in half, store it, and the other half, I'm just going to take 2 or 3 out, chop them up, and throw them in our Lunchable. And if you're noticing my camera is sliding, it's because it's connected to my cupboard door, and I didn't realize it was sliding right away. It's time maybe I invest in some proper equipment to do these videos. And I'm going to throw a yogurt drink and a Nutri-Grain bar in just to get it all used up. She's pretty good with having repeats. These little flower silicone cups, I love them. I found those at the dollar store. Again, haven't seen them again. The dollar store is so bad for that. So when you see something you like, get it that day. And if you've seen any of my other lunch videos, you know Belle is not a big vegetable fan. But guys, I am persistent. And I'm convinced that if she doesn't have very many other options, she will eat the vegetables. So now I'm just kind of messing around with how I want to set this up and organize it. I kind of like being able to fit everything in. She loves opening it. She even says her friends at school get really jealous when they see her lunches. Now I'm just throwing in a few of those toppable crackers. I think they're also known as club crackers some places. Anyway, I'm going to fit those in, and you're going to see I'm really going to mess around with this. It drives me nuts when I can't make it just right. So now that basically her main dish is covered, it's kind of a snacky lunch, guys. That's what we roll with most days here if we don't have leftovers, because she doesn't have the option to microwave or anything at school, so I try to give her something I know she's going to eat. Here I'm just scooping some salsa into one of these little Dollarama containers that I have, just the knockoff Sistema containers, and this is just the Kirkland salsa. It's got a little bit of a kick to it, but not too much if I can tolerate, because I do not like spicy. And then I'm going to throw in some Tostito rounds into this little Rubbermaid container for her, so this is a great little dipping snack for her. Also, here's a tip on how to make sure that nothing shifts around in these take-along containers that I use from Rubbermaid. Just put a piece of paper towel over anything that you don't want to move, and it also absorbs any of the liquid so it doesn't make her crackers go soggy. Just a tip. And I went ahead and threw in this banana chocolate chip loaf that I got at Costco. They're peanut-free, they're really awesome, great for school, and because I'm always obsessed, she's not going to have enough. So here's her lunch, and let's see what she ate. Alright guys, so let's see what she ate here. She did pretty good. This was full, so this was a good handful. And for her, and I'm not even sure she used that. So I don't even know if I need to be sending the salsa. I don't know. Ooh. Well, the yogurt's gone. The banana loaf is gone. I think that's all extra I had in there. Wow. Okay. Alright kid, I hear ya. I'm not convinced she ate the cucumbers. Do you know why? Because she had a sleepover, and the kids made a joke that they like picking at her certain things in her lunch when they're in class. So I'll ask her. I'll be able to tell. But honestly, I hope she ate some of them. I'm going to have good faith. I'm going to have faith that she ate her cucumbers. But anyway, she ate it all. Good job, kids. So I guess less is more. I don't know. All right. Let's see what we're doing. So schools were closed. We were home for a snow day. Here's a sneak peek at our breakfast. And I know I use a lot of oil in my pancakes, but it's how my mom made them, and they're just super crispy and delicious, and that's how we like them.
We got into a drifting bank, and then we got upset. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Now we did have lunch. We just had Lipton chicken noodle soup with grilled cheese sandwiches, so kept it really simple, guys. I just thought my breakfast looked more interesting, but honestly, I ate 2 bowls of this. It was amazing, and it's not something we have normally, so days like this make it extra special. Now here's Belle's lunch for Wednesday, and I used a pretty neat container. If you want to see how I use it, just keep watching. Alright, here we go, packing Belle's lunch for Wednesday. I'm just showing you, this is the lunch cube from Sistema. You can put 2 separate things. The top part is mainly for sandwiches because you wouldn't want to put anything that might leak up there. But if you had dry things like chips or popcorn, that would work too. And then the 2 little compartments on the bottom, and it all fits perfectly in your lunch bag. I love this, guys. I have a container video, you'll know I'm obsessed. Next, I'm just putting a little bit of ranch into the Dollarama knockoff Sistema containers for her to dip some celery. Now, of course, I have my little silicone containers, so I'm just going to start putting different things in them. They kind of help me keep stuff regulated. Like I know I need to give her some fruit, something crunchy like a cracker, her vegetables. I don't know. I like seeing everything all compartmentalized. It's probably a military thing. Especially watching this back and I see I put the celery in the green and the blueberries in the blue. Yes. And here we go, flakes of ham for Belle. I'm so happy this is something that she does enjoy, and I know it'll fill her up at lunchtime. She also has swimming today after school, so I just like to know she has a good hearty lunch. I'm going to go ahead and mix it up with some Miracle Whip from my giant jug from Costco. And that's it. We keep it pretty simple. I know some people, I think when I was younger, my mother used to put relish in it. It's just not something that we like. I don't even put any additional spread on her bread. I just stick to this. It's pretty moist as it is. Sorry if nobody likes that word. Now I will set that to the side, and I'm going to go ahead and slice her up some cheese. This is the dairy aisle cheese here on the East Coast. I absolutely adore it. It's delicious. Jamie grabbed it yesterday. I knew there's a reason I love that man. And now for the fun part, putting it all into the Sistema lunch cube. So I just put her sandwich in here. I'm going to grab a piece of paper towel just to secure it a little extra, and again, to keep it from getting soggy or releasing any moisture. Like I said, it's not airproof or anything like that. It's just a really neat way to keep everything packed. So this stuff goes on the bottom so it won't tip. They fit perfectly, these little square ones. They're Wilton silicone muffin cups from Walmart. Highly recommend them. So she's got blueberries, cheese, celery, a little bit of dip. Of course, the good old faithful, I'm going to stick a nano yogurt in there for her. The Kirkland chewy granola bar, which you'll see I remove later. The Mott's Fruit Stations fruit snacks. This is really hard for me to get through. And of course, the banana chocolate chip bread that she really enjoys. So this is kind of cute. It's like a little Lunchable underneath her sandwich. Like I said, she has swimming, so anything she doesn't eat, she can eat on the way to swimming when I pick her up from school today. But yeah, guys, take a look at how cool this is. I don't know, I love it. It's one of her favorite containers that I've bought. I may have a lot. Now I just threw her a handful of Tostitos. She does like those to snack on, and a clementine. At this point I realized she had way too much food and took the granola bar out. It's her least favorite anyway. So this is everything that she has. I'm super happy with her lunch this morning. Very basic, guys. Really easy for a cold lunch if your kid doesn't have a microwave or anything like that. Now quickly, I just wanted to show you how easily the lunch block and everything else fit in her pretty standard size lunch bag. It's good to know because a lot of these are nice to look at, but if they're not practical, then what's the point? Now I'm going to show you quickly what her youngest stepbrother took. He just took a snack because he has hot lunch. They go to different schools, so it's a little bit more complicated. He's got some popcorn that his dad popped for him, a raspberry splash flavored water, a nano yogurt drink. I also threw him in the Nutri-Grain bar, a strawberry one, and he also has an apple and a banana. It's always a little few excess snacks, but dad packs his lunch and he wants to make sure he's all set up. Now the next one I'm going to show you is her older step-sibling Sebastian. He's in high school and they have a microwave, so he wanted to take some leftover meatloaf from last night. I also just put it into this Costco disposable container, but honestly we use them over and over again, put them in the dishwasher. They're great. He just wanted an apple. He had some popped popcorn as well, and he has one of the school-safe banana chocolate chip loaves. So yeah, he's all set, and he didn't want to drink. He's going to grab something at school. Next is Kylie. She's the oldest of her step-siblings. She's got a blueberry Nutri-Grain bar, a clementine, and a banana chocolate chip loaf because she is going to buy uptown today. So that's why you don't see too much about their lunches. Here's everybody all lined up and ready to go to school.
Kylie, smell like $1 million.
Are you gonna eat that celery? You don't like the end. You're so fussy. Come on.
You want that, Jeff?
Can Mama have it? Can Mama have it? But you're not eating it.
Well, I guess I later go.
Here, Mama. Are you gonna take it? You don't want to give it to me? You don't want her to have it. That's why.
I just thought this was so funny, and you guys should see it. It's literally just a typical morning at our house. So here's what Belle took for lunch, and I'll show you guys what she ate when she gets home.
Alright, so it's after school. It almost looks like she didn't touch her lunch, and she told me that she didn't get a chance to eat her lunch today because she had to help a friend go to the office and get ice for something. I don't know. Anyway, we're getting ready to go to swimming because we live really close to the school, so we run home so she can change before we go to practice for 4. And this is what she ate. So, okay, she ate all her blueberries. She ate some of her cheese. She didn't even touch her dip. She might have had 1 or 2 things of celery. The veggie war is still on, my friends. And she has her whole sandwich. Now, she did ask if she could eat her sandwich before swimming because she's very hungry. So that's the plan. I'm going to take this with us. There, we're going to take the lunch with us. She must have had these for snack time, and she had her yogurt and her banana bread. So she had yogurt, banana bread, Tostitos, and blueberries. So she's going to have this for before swimming, and maybe this for after. And yeah, so it's nice. I guess she did something nice for her friend, but I wish that the school would give her an extra 5 minutes to eat her lunch. Does that sound like a crazy mom thing? I don't know. Anyway, that's what she ate for her lunch on Wednesday.
Now hopping right on over into Thursday's lunch, I packed a couple of lunches today, but I lost the footage on one. I am going to show you a really neat lunch container that I have, so if you want to see how I pack it full of goodness, just keep watching. I quickly want to show you guys the Sistema container. I'm obviously not sponsored by anybody, let alone Sistema, but I love their containers. They just have really neat, innovative ways to pack a lunch. I'm so easily impressed, guys. But these little purple sections pop out and you can put stuff underneath. You can either leave them out entirely and just use this part of the container or use it all combined. There's even a little dish that goes where the smaller section of the purple is, but I'll show you that later. Let's get into lunch making. First off, I'm using these old El Paso small tortilla shells to make a couple mini wraps for Belle. I'm just going to go ahead and use ham and cheese. And did you see that lettuce? It's on its last leg, but I managed to find a couple salvageable pieces. Now, if you guys know, Belle doesn't like vegetables, but I can usually sneak a few pieces of lettuce in here, although I don't think that it really does that much for her. Now I'll go ahead and add a very small amount of mustard. It's about the only condiment that she likes on this when she takes it to school. And to keep it from going soggy, I usually put it on the lettuce or in between the slices of ham. I never put any condiments directly on the bread or their tortilla, or otherwise it's completely soggy by the time she has to eat lunch. And here I'm just going to add a few slices of ham that I bought from Costco in a 3-pack on my last haul. I'll link that video above if you're interested. I just freeze these, so I took this out last night, stuck it in the fridge, and it was good to go for today. It's just the best way because we don't go through that much lunch meat, but I do like to have it on hand because you never know if you want to make subs for supper, wraps, or sandwiches for the kids for school. So it's a good thing to have on hand, but it does go bad quickly, so I like to keep it in the freezer. And I don't know what's going on in our household, maybe a few less Taco Tuesdays, but this massive bag of cheese has lasted us a couple of weeks. And if you remember last month, I was stocking up on club-sized bags of cheese every week, I swear. So must have just been a phase. And now I'm going to go ahead and roll them up. For some reason, some people seem to be intimidated by this. Honestly, I start about a third down the tortilla when I'm filling it up, leave a little bit of space on the ends, start rolling it up tightly, fold in the sides, and continue rolling it, and you have a little burrito tortilla wrap thing. So I don't know, it's not that complicated. If you are struggling with it, by all means get a toothpick or something kind of to hold it closed so it's not a mess when it gets to school for your kid. Now moving on to the rest of her lunch, I'm going to go ahead and give her a clementine. It fits so perfectly in this little section. I've got some goldfish I'm going to give her. Of course, the handy dandy Nutri-Grain bar. It's a strawberry, and her banana chocolate chip loaf. I think we're starting to run low on those. Now I'd mentioned to you this container also comes with a smaller container that fits perfectly if you remove the small purple section. I've used it in the past to put yogurt with granola or just pudding or anything in there that might leak that you want to send them. You could even send it outside of this. Unfortunately, I don't find it fits in her lunchbox well unless I put it directly in the box. I'm also going to go ahead and throw a yogurt in here. You're going to see later the top purple does not fit with the yogurt on the bottom. Of course, I'm going to try and sneak some more vegetables, guys. I'm going to go ahead and give her some ranch. Like I said yesterday, she actually devoured her celery en route to swimming, so I was super pumped about that. At least I know she will eat it when she's ravenous. Now here we go. I'm going to finish off these goldfish. Don't fret, guys. I bought these at Costco. I got 2 massive bags still to top up this container. This little section is perfect for goldfish or emptying out a pack of gummies or just putting a few treats in there. Love it. Also, Jamie cut up the celery for me, and he's so smart because he puts it in water and it really does keep it fresher and a little bit sweeter. So I'm going to go ahead and chop up some celery. I'm just going to go ahead, these pepperoni sticks I got from Costco, I'm going to go ahead and chop up 2 of them for her. I don't know, guys, I just always feel like I'd rather she has a little bit too much than not enough. And what would her lunch be without a silicone muffin liner? Honestly, I think I'd be lost and completely confused. Now you're going to see me mess around with this configuration because it drives me bananas when I can't make it fit just right. And here I am discovering the yogurt, it ain't gonna fit. Now here I am finally happy with the configuration, and I've decided that I wanted to throw a few blueberries in there for her too. A lot of her lunch is usually pretty snacky because she doesn't eat a massive portion of anything, so guaranteed somebody else in her class is probably going to eat one of those wraps, but I'm okay with it. I'm just happy to know that she's got everything she needs in here. I go ahead and throw this piece of paper towel in there so she has a napkin, and it keeps the blueberries from rolling around, although I'm pretty sure it was a tight fit with that purple section anyway. Here you go, a quick recap of what I snuck into this container. You can see it really does hold a lot of food. It's probably one of the favorite ones that she owns. So here's everything I packed for Belle's lunch. Now I'm going to show you Kylie, her oldest stepsister, who decided she didn't want to buy it today. Now sadly, when I thought I was filming, I was not, but here's just a quick glance of everything that I put in there. Now what Kylie wanted today was vegetables with hummus and cheese, so I went ahead after I thought I was filming and cut her up some ham and go ahead and stick it in this little Rubbermaid container with a little silicone liner, and I'm going to go ahead and stick crackers in there. So basically she had snap peas, carrots, celery, a Balderson old white cheddar cheese that we got in a pack from Costco. Not cheap, but super delicious. I gave her a little Sistema knockoff container from the dollar store filled with hummus. and I went ahead and cut up a dill pickle and put it into a disposable cup from the dollar store. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give her some of these sesame rice thins. They're super salty, super delicious, really good with everything. So she's got a good little charcuterie board to take to school here. She's super happy with that. I threw in a yogurt drink and an apple for her, and she is all set. All right, so here's everything I packed for Thursday. Now let's take a look at the end of the day and see what they actually ate.
Okay, so mom failed again. I did not unpack her lunch till this morning. I've already taken out her wrap. She didn't eat both of them. I probably shouldn't have packed her two. I'm not sure why I did. Let's see, but she did literally eat everything else. She ate her celery. Like, it's completely empty, guys. Blueberries, her pepperoni. She had a yogurt drink, and I believe she had a Nutri-Grain bar in here. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm impressed. And goldfish too, so it's all really good, healthy stuff. And I'm happy. She just didn't eat one of the wraps, but honestly, that was a mama fault. Probably shouldn't have packed her that much. And this container's awesome because everything stayed in the container. Didn't get lost at school. Empty. Oh, that's alright. She didn't use all of it. Good. And that's it. So now we're gonna go pack lunch for Friday. Yeah.
All right, guys, it's Friday. I've packed Belle's lunch. It's a hot lunch today, and the older kids are just taking snacks. So stay tuned if you want to see how I pack Belle's lunch for Friday. All right, so her hot lunch today is going to be leftover chicken pot pie from Costco from Wednesday. I have a video on that one for my What's for Dinner. She's a super fan of chicken pot pie, so this is a no-brainer for me. When we have shepherd's pie, chicken pot pie, or spaghetti, she wants it in her thermos. All you got to do, guys, is make sure that you fill your thermos with boiling hot water. Let it sit for at least 15 minutes, and then you're good to go. So everything will stay super hot for your kids throughout the day. I'm just throwing in snacks. She's got a clementine, Nutri-Grain bar, and the yogurt. You guys know the drill. She eats pretty much the same thing every day. Gonna throw in some goldfish for her. I just like to make sure she's got a fruit, a dairy. She's got something crunchy, something a little bit sweet. I just want to make sure it's well balanced. Speaking of something crunchy, if you guys haven't tried these barbecue munchos, you need to run out immediately and get them. I'm throwing some into a baggie for her. This is one of her favorite snacks. So yeah, here we go. Now I know she's gonna have her thermos with a hot lunch in it, but I still want her to have something else in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 of the pepperoni sticks I got from Costco and slice them up. Guys, this paring knife is on its last legs. Yeah, really hoping Santa comes through this year. Now, she does have swimming practice again tonight, so if this all doesn't get eaten at school, I usually I pack her lunch with intention, knowing that there's going to be leftovers and she can eat it on the way to swimming. Now her thermos is ready. All I'm doing is wiping it out with a paper towel so there's no added moisture, because with the chicken pot pie you really don't need it. I usually take the crust and kind of dump it on the bottom and then pile up all of the filling on top, so it's like a little chicken pot cup pie thing. Make sense? Okay, here it is. Good to go. Smelled amazing. My house at 7:30 a.m. smelled like chicken pot pie. So here's everything in her lunch, and like I said, the 2 other kids were buying uptown today. They both go to separate high schools uptown here, and they just each wanted a Nutri-Grain bar, something sweet, so they got the banana chocolate chip loaf from Costco and an apple. They're super easy. I guess, I don't know, Belle just likes getting spoiled by my lunches.
Yay, I really do. I wasn't sure if I had any of these left, so don't judge me by my fridge. Ketchups, because she likes ketchup on her pot pie, because she's like her mama. So I'm going to throw these in her lunch too. Don't judge my kitchen, don't judge anything. Just enjoy listening to music and watching this. There we go. Ketchup for her chicken pot pie. This kid is ready for lunch.
All right, folks, last day of the week. Let's see how she did. So we got back from swimming and she ate everything except her clementine and her Nutri-Grain bar. So I was super happy. She had that as a snack for after. Everything went well. And there you have it, guys, another weekly lunch ideas video for you. I hope this gave you some inspiration for packing lunches for your kids or your spouse or yourself for the next week. And if you like this content, please go ahead and subscribe and click on the notification bell so you don't miss any more of my future videos. Go ahead and leave a comment too, guys. I love interacting with you. This is probably the most fun I've had in a long time. So I'm super happy to be doing this and super happy you guys are watching. And I can't wait to do more next week. Have a great weekend.